Camera. Lights, camera. Alan Pakula is here. I don't know who Alan Pakula is. I'm just finding out who he is. We're going to be watching a documentary on him today. We started watching it yesterday. Alan Pakula is a filmmaker. The most famous one that he has done that I know of and adore the film, and I will be looking at more of his films in the future, is Sophie's Choice, starring Meryl Streep, of course, Kevin Kline, and the other guy who played Stingo. I don't know what the hell that guy's name is, but he's a good actor. Anyway, Alan Pakula is the filmmaker of Sophie's Choice. Also, Clute, starring Jane Fonda, which I have never seen, but which we will be watching today, right? From what yes. I want you to see Clute. All right. Oh, John, yeah. Now, here's what we are just talking about. Yeah. Because we gotta talk about what we're talking about. So today we're talking about Alan Pakula. Also, today's band of the day is The Ramones, starring none other than Joey Ramone. Yes. And there's a Ramones film that we're going to be watching, too, from what I understand. Yeah. Hey, Joe. Yo, what is up? Yeah, what is up with you? Yeah, so, yeah, right. Queen's in the house, baby. Queen's in the house. Hi, Bowie and Joey. Everybody from the home team, good morning. Yeah. High Energy Day, July 24th, 2024. So you got two 24s in there. That's double sixes, the life path number of the Lena and John Twin Flame mission. How am I doing? I can't improve on this, but I can. We'll go into PAKULA a little further. Right. Well, Lena just said to me, John, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Please tell me I'm not going to die in a ditch somewhere. Right. What kind of thing is that for you to start the day saying? But it's so typical Lena. Yeah. I so don't trust anything in this world. I always think some kind of home invasion is going to happen. Terrible things are going to happen to me. I don't know what I think. All right. Yesterday, she said, maybe someone, she said in this sort of hopeful voice, maybe I'll get shot like you did, John. and that'll be the way I die. Since we're twin flames and we have a mirror path, maybe I'll get shot. And my heart just broke in half, Why? Because you sounded like you were looking forward to getting shot. No, but it's the mercy. Now listen, let's talk on this. Yes, okay. It's very merciful, they shoot horses. This is how they put people down mercifully in the mob. Yes, that's true. Now, if there's one thing, we'll get back to Alan Pakula. Yes, Sir Pakula. It is going to be, I know, an honor getting to know you. But I'm trying to keep a train of thought, and you feel free to chime in. Yes. Yes. This is a good train, and I'm on board. Okay, Alan Pakula here with us today, along with many others. In The Sopranos, it's a perfect example of Tony Soprano has this now we're not talking about Christopher. We're talking about his cousin, Tony. Another Tony, who is played by Steve Buscemi. Fine actor. He gets on people's nerves, I think, for a reason. His characters get under your skin. Just his crazy look about him. Those oversized teeth and eyes. He looks like I don't know what. Definitely like some type of alien. And I think Buscemi, you love him or you hate him, but you never forget him. Hi, Steve. So Buscemi plays another Tony. And he is out of jail. He went to jail. It's a long backstory between him and Tony, but he comes out and Tony Soprano tries to give him a place in the organization, but he's a problem, and he ends up getting himself into trouble. He's a loose cannon, and the other mobsters are now looking for him. The opposing families are now looking for Buscemi, and they've made it quite clear that when they find him, their plans are to torture him to death. And Tony Soprano takes it into his own. He knows that there's no saving his cousin, that these guys are going to get what they're after. And he takes it on himself to ambush his cousin at a private home that he knows his cousin is hiding in, and just blasts him away with a shotgun. And Steve Buscemi never knows what hit him. And it's not done out of cold-blooded killing. It's done to save him from what the other guys were going to do to him. Mm-hmm. Again, The Sopranos. You wonder where. I mean, you're taught spiritually that people shouldn't take matters into their own hands. But in a case like that, you wonder if there's the inevitability of this horrible end for this guy. And Tony, well, how do you feel about it? I felt like Tony, like there was his love for his cousin overrode anything else. He did what he had to do. He couldn't bear the thought of his cousin falling into the enemy hands. And that one shotgun blast was very quick. So, I mean, what do you do? I think that's mercy killing. I believe is a holy thing. John, yes, there's a holy nature to it. However, he didn't know for sure that those guys were going to get their hand. Well, I don't know. It seems like in the mob, all bets are off. I don't know. Where was that guy going to go to hide, really? He didn't have it in him to go, start a new life somewhere. Or maybe he did. The thing is, we'll never know. Nobody ever knows anything. And what are you saying? That Tony Soprano, prayed on it and God told him to do it? It happens. God tells people to kill. These are very interesting questions. And we'll meditate on these today. And we'll discuss it further. How do you feel when you're putting one of your animals down when it's suffering horribly and you simply can't abide the wait any longer? I feel relief. That's a good start to this line of questioning. You're a good woman. So Alan Pakula, we started watching this doc. Thank you, John. You're a good man. We started watching this documentary yesterday, and we only got into it about 4 minutes, I think, because the lead-in of the documentary about Alan Pakula is that everyone was talking about it, like Harrison Ford and Meryl Streep and all these people that have worked, and Jane Fonda, all these people that worked with him. The film starts out interviewing these people, and they're all like, in shatters, because they're like, I can't believe that this brilliant man, that this was the way he was taken out of the world. Oh my God. And I can't even wrap my head around it. And this will never be right. And I can't, we loved him so much. His work was so spectacular, and we can't believe this was what happened to him. And it should never have happened to him. But they're not saying what happened to him. So I'm like, it's obvious from watching this documentary that everything is leading up to what happened to this guy. I'm thinking like he was like senselessly slaughtered by mass murderers who dismembered him, and I'm like, what could have happened to him that they are all fucking saying this? And I said, John, I cannot concentrate on the rest of this film and look at this man's body of work until I know what the fuck happened to him, because this is stupid filmmaking to do it like this. I'm going to go on Wikipedia and find out what happened to Alan Pakula. And John said, who the fuck is stopping you, sweetheart? Right. So I go on Wikipedia, braced myself. What could have happened to Alan Pakula that all of these stars are like shuddering and crying and gnashing their teeth and shaking their heads and can't even speak into the camera anymore? Harrison Ford, forget it. He looked like his like brains were going to fall out on the table at the memory of whatever happened to Alan Pakula. Guess what happened to Alan Pakula? I mean, it's not great. But he was driving down the Melville, Long Island, driving on the parkway, happy as a lark, on his way to some goddamn thing. Pardon me, father, mother, good morning. Good morning, Lena. Let's get a little bell in there. Bell for mother and father. I can't even get the damn thing to ring. Thank you, mother and father. He's driving down the parkway, minding his own B.I. business. The car in front of him hits a pipe. I don't even know where this pipe came from. A pipe? The pipe flies into Alan Pakula's windshield, smashes him in the head, and kills him instantly. He's dead. That's the end of Alan Pakula. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I felt, upon reading this, such a sense of relief for Alan Pakula that I cannot begin to describe. Because, am I crazy? You are one brilliant baby doll with a lot of empathy and so much compassion and such an intelligent view of the way things are, that I am proud and prouder every day to be by your side as your partner in life and in death and in afterlife and in eternity. Well, that is certainly very nice to hear. And right back at you, Slick. And that's why you get sushi today. Why do I get sushi? Why? Because I earned it. I earned it. So we're going to be watching some films by Alan Pakula and talking more about him today. And yeah, Alan, how it was a bolt out of the blue. It was literally a bolt out of the blue. A pipe piece out of the clear blue sky. I did not see it coming. I had no concept of what was happening. One moment, I was breezing along, happy as could be, as you say, happy as a clam. And the next moment, I was happy as a clam, but I was somewhere else. How long did it take you to figure out where you were? About 3 milliseconds, less than 3 milliseconds. And I have never missed a beat. And I am beyond thrilled to be here today. And yes, I am looking forward to you seeing my movie Clute. I know that you will enjoy it. And I know that Jane would be thrilled if you would see it because she considers it one of her finest works, as do I. I know you love Sophie's Choice. I do believe 7 or 8 viewings is what you're up to now. Yes, I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but yeah, I love that movie so much. You know why? I loved the book, and I read the book first, and the book was so very moving and so life-changing for me in my view of human relations and how the world is, and the just the way it was brought. The William Styron, that is definitely a masterpiece. Sophie's Choice, and William Styron being the author, and you did such a fine job encapsulating all the important points of that book. It was not easy to do, definitely not to capture within under 2 hours the breadth and the magnitude of the emotion and the scope of human relations that was covered in that book. So, kudos to you, Alan Pakula. And I had no idea ever that you were the filmmaker. Again, I had no idea who you were until yesterday when John said, I have an important person I would like you to meet. Mm-hmm. Again, Lena and John, we cover film, we cover everything. Yeah, we don't just, we talk about the Ascension, we talk music, forget it. We're all about music. And Joey Ramone, band of the day. First thing we did this morning was re-listen to Rocket to Russia. I mean, we don't mess around, but we're big on film, and film is a very important medium. It reaches a lot of people, and the thing is, you want quality. You want to fill your mind with quality film and quality work. So that's what we try to bring everybody in our core site, Lena and John, on film. The eclectic, the indie, the classic. We got it all. The obscure, yes. We just love it all, yeah. Oh, honey, you're really doing it this way. You're doing a great job. All right, well, we're going to get going on the 18th, so everybody get some sushi today and shut up.